Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a boy named Jack. Jack was a kind-hearted, hard-working boy who always did his best to make his parents proud. He was a talented artist and spent most of his free time sketching and painting the beautiful scenery around him. One day, Jack's parents took him to the city to see an art exhibition. Jack was fascinated by the beautiful paintings and sculptures he saw there. But as he looked around, he started to feel small and insignificant. He couldn't help but compare his own work to the masterpieces he saw on display. He felt like he could never be as good as those artists. When they returned home, Jack became obsessed with improving his skills. He spent hours every day practicing his art, trying to create something as beautiful as the paintings he saw at the exhibition. But the more he practiced, the more he realized that he could never measure up to those artists. One day, Jack's best friend Sarah came to visit him. Sarah was also an artist, but her style was very different from Jack's. She liked to experiment with bold colors and abstract shapes. Jack showed Sarah his latest painting and asked her what she thought. Sarah studied the painting for a few moments before speaking. "It's beautiful, Jack," she said. "But why are you trying to create something that looks like someone else's work? Your art is unique, and it's what makes you special." Jack was surprised by Sarah's words. He had never thought of his art as unique before. He had always been so focused on trying to be as good as the artists he admired that he had forgotten about his own style. Over the next few weeks, Jack began to look at his art in a new way. He stopped comparing himself to other artists and started to embrace his own style. He experimented with new techniques and started to incorporate his own ideas into his paintings. As he worked, Jack began to realize that his art was not only unique, but it was also a reflection of who he was. He started to feel proud of his work, and he knew that he was creating something special. One day, Jack received an invitation to participate in a local art exhibition. He was nervous at first, but he decided to take a chance and submit some of his paintings. To his surprise, his work was accepted, and he was asked to display his paintings at the exhibition. On the day of the exhibition, Jack was excited and nervous. He had never shown his work to so many people before. But as he looked around at the other artists, he realized something important. Each artist had their own unique style, and each painting was a reflection of the artist's personality and experiences. As people walked by his paintings, Jack watched their reactions. Some people stopped to admire his work, while others walked by without a second glance. But Jack didn't feel discouraged. He knew that his art was not for everyone, and that was okay. What was important was that he was creating something that he loved and that made him happy. In the end, Jack's paintings received a lot of positive feedback. People admired his use of color and his unique style. Jack felt proud of himself, not because his work was better than anyone else's, but because he had created something that was truly his own. From that day on, Jack never compared himself to other artists again. He knew that everyone had their own unique talents, and that he didn't need to be like anyone else. He was happy being himself, and he knew that was all that mattered.